Yo, I done 6 shows in a row, so my voice is hurting. Fans wanna hear what you're in person. Boy, oi. She want a man from Brum, but she settled with a boy from Burton. I still see feds on the block, still see.
It's showtime.
Hey, Product Probes here, back at you with another knife review, and today we're doing the Mx-8070 by MTECH. It's from their Raptor series, and this knife is awesome. I mean, when you think of survival knives, this one definitely comes to mind. It's well made, stainless steel blade, super thick blade on it. It's CNC, I think, machine made, which I'll find out kind of what that means here in a minute. But the knife itself is awesome. It's got your standard right here clip point blade, and this thing, I'm telling y'all, is going to be amazing, because the way that I think of like survival knives, you think of the smaller knives that you do, but in this case, I'm a little bit worried about it because it's probably going to be a little bit heavier than some of your other knives that you have. But it's got the Micarta handle on it, which is going to be awesome. They're really well made, type of fiberglass from it. So I do like that aspect of the knife. Again, it's the MTECH XTREME, and it's from their XTREME series. And Ruben, one of our subscribers, actually asked us to do a review on this knife. So, we were thinking, heck, why not? Let's just do it. So, without any further delay, not too bad either. This thing is pretty sharp. Let's go ahead, let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? Product Probes back at you with another knife review, and today we're doing a fun one. It is the MTECH 8070 or the Mx-8070. It's a Raptor knife, fixed blade survival. We had Ruben, one of our subscribers, ask us to do a review on it. So let's go ahead and let's do that. What I want to do though is I want to break this down into segments to try to make it a little bit more fun. So the first thing I want to talk about is the blade. I'll come back and talk about the handle and things like that. So let's go ahead, let's get some close-ups on this blade. So right off the bat, if it's not too much glare, you can see this is a super large blade. It's 18 inches overall. You've got a clip point right here, super thick blade. And this sucker is sharp. Right down here, you have your cutout choil, which is going to be the unsharpened part of the blade in between your handle and your blade right up here. The sharp part of your blade and your handle, you've got a choil. And then right up here you have a thumb groove. Now, the purpose for that is if you want to get a little bit more detailed work, get more control of your knife, you can use it like this. So, it's almost like choking up on a bat. In baseball, hey, choke up on your bat. It's kind of like that with these choils. So, that is a really cool thing because you really can get a lot more control of this knife. So, let's go ahead and let's see how sharp this knife really is. Alright guys, we're out here. We got a little construction work going on over there, so I hope you can hear me. But, got us a chicken right here. We're going to see if this thing can make it through it. This might fall. I don't really have it tied up great, but let's see what this thing's got. Clean cut, guys. This thing sliced right through it. So, right now, for the first cut, this thing is a winner. Hold on, real quick, let's do this. Look at that. Got some chicken wings if you want them. This thing is super freaking sharp. All right, as you can see, this thing is super sharp. Got a lot more cool stuff to show you, but right now let's go ahead and let's look at the handle of this knife. So, as you can see, it is a nice looking handle. It is the Micarta handle, and if you look at the funny part of the video that we did, I mentioned that it was fiberglass. It's actually a type of polymer that is either laced with cloth or paper. In this case, it's got a cloth that's in there, and you can almost, if you had a pair of tweezers, you could really pull that cloth out. Well, it gives it this nice pattern that you see right here, and it has a comfortable grip to it. The only downside to the handle is that I wish it was just a tad bit longer, because even though I can grip it really well, and if I choke up it's fine too, but the can't even talk. With the blade being so long like this and heavy, the balance seems to be a little bit off. So when you're swinging this thing, make sure that you're holding it tight, because the balance can, well, not can, it is. It's super off on this knife. But, show y'all this. If you look right back here, you got you a little lanyard hole. Tie something through it, put it around your wrist. That way, you got more control. If it falls, boom, it'll be caught right there on your wrist. So, that is another good thing about this knife, is this sexy looking handle. It has a nice grip to it, and if you needed to, use your bottom choil to get a little bit better control, or you can move on up. Just be careful, because this blade is super sharp. Now, let's go outside and let's cut some more stuff. Alright, so it's pretty cold out here, so nothing reminds you of the beach and hot weather like pineapple, so we're going to cut some of this stuff up. See if I can get through it in one go. Woo, this thing is nice. So, got your pineapple clean cut right there. Whew, I'm telling you guys, this little Raptor knife is the way to go. Man, let's cut it right here. That's good pineapple, guys. This knife is turning out to be a winner, guys. Now, I want to jump into the sheath. This is a nice leather sheath that it comes with. It slides in really well. It's got a cowhide leather on the snaps right here. Let me show you. So right here, you've got your cowhide leather, which is going to keep it from, see how it's sliding? Well, I don't know if I can get it in camera, but see the bottom or the belly of the blade? How it's always going to be rubbing up against this snap? Having that cowhide leather is going to make this stuff super strong, so that blade, as it's constantly running back and forth over this, it's not going to slice through it or chop it off. Now, another great thing about the sheath is that it doesn't come with the little cheap, Velcro. You see a lot of these sheaths that have the Velcro on them, and they get caught on stuff, and basically, this is pointless. You just need to cut both of the things off. But in this case, it comes with a snap. It snaps in place really well. It's not coming out of there. And I like it, guys. And what I'm about to do is see if it bounces any, with it being in my belt loop. Let me show y'all that. The belt loop right here, a lot of them you can push down from the top and they'll give. This one is far, well, there it goes. If I just flat out made it, you could push it on down, but that was kind of hard right there. Show y'all it this way. Back up, maybe you can get a better view, but yeah, that's kind of what it looks like right there. So guys, let's go see what this thing looks like on the belt. Alright, so this is what it looks like on the hip. It has a nice feel to it. It is rather heavy, but if I'm walking straight, here, give me like this, Ben. If I was going this way, walking, it's not too bad. There's not a lot of flop. I know when I was doing some other knives, it hits right here. But I guess having that heaviness, holding it down more, it doesn't sit here and do this. But, however, it almost feels like it's going to go behind you. If you had it in front of you, more up this way, it's still good. Sliding it slides fine to each belt loop. Of course, you're not going to have a concealed side of it. Let me show y'all right over here. So you're not really going to have it concealed, of course. You're like, no, I'm not carrying a knife. This isn't a knife at all. And there's your print. But one hand right there, you've got your snap. Slides out fine. So that's a really good thing right there. Slides in good. Just be careful because that blade is so large and so sharp that I really would be careful doing it. So again, there's your one hand. You pull it out. Boom. Hit what you got to do. You might have to pull these little snaps back a little bit. Pull it back right here to make it fall, which, you know, that's not a deal breaker. Snap it in, and then you're ready to ride again. So guys, this thing is not too bad on the hip. The only downside is that maybe you would need a little bit thicker belt right here, and that would hold it more in place. But with this little thin belt, it's still not too bad at all. Take these glasses off so I can see a little better. We're gonna get Ben to throw some fruit. What we got? Orange. That's a grapefruit. Bow! An apple. Orange. Oh, missed it. Potato. Wow. Clean cut, guys. Grapefruit right there. Clean cut. Apple. Got a little rips in it. Clean cut right there. Potato. Look at that, guys. This thing, it seems to do well, really well. So, slicing up some apples. You ready to ride? Alright, so as you can see, it is a little heavy, you know, with it on your belt. But the other day when I had it on, it wasn't too bad. So I guess it really depends on the length of your belt, because I have a little bit thinner belt on right now, and it just seemed to kind of flop. And a shorter person, it's actually probably going to hit their kneecap, you know, right there on the side. So, you know, if you're 5'8", maybe 5'9", 5'8", it might come on down, but it's really not anything to worry about. It felt super heavy, more heavy than it did the other day. So what I want to do is go ahead and get the weight and measurements of this knife. All right, let's see how much this thing weighs. And I was saying right at 3, but I think it's probably gonna be 1 something. Whoa, look at that. 2.1. It's almost 2.2 with the sheath. So this is a little bit of a heavier knife. So just the knife itself, 1.8 pounds. So guys, this thing is a heavier knife, but we already knew that looking at it. Now let's go ahead and let's get some measurements on it real quick. And as you can see, we can't even use this ruler. So let's get our yardstick ready and see what we are working with. Right off the bat right here, let's see. They said it was an 18-inch knife, and I guess they're right. So, guys, when I said it was an 18-inch blade, it's not. It is an 18-inch knife with a 12-inch blade. Now, they said it was 13. However, your 13-inch blade is only going to be your stainless steel. That's where it comes out to. So, if you look at it from where the actual belly of the blade ends, it's going to be 11.5 inches. So, make sure that you know that when you buy it, because I didn't. I should have thought 18 inches. You know, that's kind of big for 18. But without having this in front of me. So, guys, it actually comes down, the stainless steel, which is a your 440C stainless steel, and it comes down to 13 inches. However, your blade's only going to be 11.5. Either way, still a super large knife. Your handle is going to be 5 inches right there as it comes up. I bet if I flip it, we can probably measure that right at it. Yep, 5-inch handle right there. So guys, this knife, you know, take it, I mean, you could say whatever you want to say. If you were to stab this into something, you're definitely gonna get 13 inches of blade, technically. However, your actual sharpness of your belly is only gonna be 11.5 inches. All right, so this has got a clip point blade on it. I think it's gonna actually be a pretty sharp point. So, got some fruit punch. Uh. Oh, it didn't cut on the side, but that was a super clean cut all the way through the thing. With a blade like this though, guys, this thing is awesome. All right, got a dead pine that fell right here, so we're gonna see how it splinters. Let's try to knock some of this bark off right here. And of course, you would want to use more dry wood, but I figured this might be just a good log to use for an example. So, yeah, as you can tell, it's still super wet. Hadn't been down long. Getting in here and getting these feathers. Doesn't seem to be a problem at all. All right, got us a piece of dead wood right here. We're gonna see how it feathers, clear out a spot right here. I was doing this just kind of for fun, but doesn't do a bad job at all scraping that bark off. So, if we were to get on in there a little bit, the blade is so big, and it's actually a little hard to get a good grip on it when you're slicing down, but those aren't great feathers. However, it can be done. Let's try that again right here. Let's clear a little bit more of this stuff off. So, we're going in. Let's try. You're gonna have no trouble at all feathering with this stick. Slice the stuff off and use it to start a fire. All right, I already know this thing is not gonna have too much trouble going through something, so I got a thick piece of wood right here, and we're gonna see if it splinters it pretty good. Because in a survival situation, which is what this is for, it's gonna be ideal. So, right there, let's get it lined up. Tell you what, let's go a little bit back with it. Get you another stick. And these aren't perfect cuts, but as you can see, it can definitely splinter it out. So even if we wanted to go down a little more this way, it didn't hit that. Splinter this stuff off pretty good. So guys, my hands are about frozen off, and I guess that might be a case in survival purposes, but as you can tell, it can definitely split this wood, no problem. Well, guys, there you have it. The MX-8070 from MTECH with it being in the sheath and being over 2 pounds, it is super heavy. But guys, that's nothing to worry about with this knife because this thing is awesome. So if you're looking for fixed blade survival and you want a larger knife, this might be the way to go. So guys, what I'll do is I'll kind of leave y'all with some more stuff that we had chopped up. But what I do want to tell you is to go check us out on social media, Facebook, we got an Instagram, and heck, all the other ones I got. Product Probes Christian working on it right now. So be sure to follow us on that. And guys, be sure to subscribe and make sure you hit the bell because every single Friday we go live and we give away knives every single Friday. So if you want a chance to win some of these knives, make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell. And guys, that's it. Hope this review helped if you were thinking about buying it. And I will see y'all in the next one. Alright guys, we're going to see how this thing does on some Mountain Dew. Safety first. Woo, woo, woo. Clean cut. Good grab. That's a clean cut right there. This thing is awesome. So far, this thing's held up. See how it does with some aluminum. Bam! Right there, guys. This thing cut right through it. This is a beast. All right, so Ben just gave me his hat because of the sun. I'm not a big Mississippi State fan, but we got 3 water bottles right here. We'll line up. We're going to see if we can make it all the way through them. So. I should have put those glasses back on, but look at that. 1, 2, 3. Clean cut. I guess it did kind of like that. And came up. This sucker is sharp. It's pretty sharp. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it.